Hello, I'm Dave Seaman, and it's Friday night in Newark. I'm just about getting ready to go out to DJ in Nottingham tonight at a Renaissance night at Stealth. So it's a nice, handy local one for me this weekend. I'm in Northern Ireland tomorrow, so a rare treat of being in the UK, not have to travel too far, and being able to see my kids and family in between. So yeah, so it should be a good one. I was very lucky to be in the right time at the right place when acid house first arrived, you know, when the house music first arrived, when Jackie Body came and Love Can't Turn Around and that in 1986, and it was like, wow, what is this music? It had so much energy and emotion, and, you know, so uplifting. and then of course I was lucky to be in the right time, the right place at that era. I got a job at Mixmag and sort of really lived through that whole embryonic stage of acid house, and we were making the rules up as we went along a little bit at the magazine, and I was going to the Hacienda and you know, and I went on to Shelley's, and, you know, it was such a huge youth movement of the like that we've never really seen since rock and roll, really. I mean, punk and neo-romanticism and things like that were fashions, and when the clothes died, the music kind of died with it. And but the, you know, that electronic house thing was the new rock and roll. It's a cliche, but it's true. You know, it transcended fashions. People dressed up, dressed down. It went, you know, it went round and round and round in terms of you know, what went with it, the lifestyle that went with it. But it was you know, it goes back to, you know, people are always going to want to go out and let their hair down and have a good time and dance, you know, celebrate life, and that, you know, it's been going on thousands and thousands of years, and it was a brilliant time to you know, to be part of it. And I think you know, you didn't really need much more inspiration to start off from that at that point, and see what a positive effect it had on people, and continues to do so, you know. Musically, well, in essence, it's pretty much the same thing. It's simplicity, you know. It's about drums, really, and grooves, rhythms. It's a tribal thing, really. You know, that's what we've inherited from that for thousands and thousands of years. But of course, as technology develops, then, you know, you get to be able to create new sounds and do new things with the sounds. As this comes through, then obviously it has an effect on, and music becomes a little bit more futuristic. You know, I suppose back when we were talking about the late 80s, it was very varied. A lot of it was still, you know, I think there's two different styles of house music, really, in their basis, in their core. And it's R&B based, you know, sort of more piano, guitars, more sort of real music with singers and garagey kind of style, and then more electronic, you know, kind of feel. In amongst that, you can subdivide it as much as you like, really, but those are the two different styles that come from house music. It all depends on technology and moving forward, and the whole scene was built on technology. You know, the advent of samplers and people, it kind of democratized making music. People could, you know, get their own computer and sit at home and make records that had never been have access to do that before. So it was a big revolution, and continues to you know, to develop. But really, a lot of it has been done before, and it's all about putting new twists on things. You know, it'd be very difficult to find a truly original thing now. I think originality in itself has pretty much been done. And the best way I can say that is, like, you'll never find another red, you'll never find another yellow, you'll never find another blue in terms of primary colours. But if you put blue and yellow together, you make green, and that's unique, and it's something new. And it's the way you mix everything together now. You take you know, bits and pieces together, and that's what continues to be fresh about dance music. People take there's so many different things to steal. Be inspired by, you know, be used creatively, and put them together and make something that's never been heard before. I haven't really made any music for a while, and I've just been busy doing other things, and I've only just got the new studio. I was kind of restricted a bit in the house with having two young babies, you know, when I could play music loud and so on and so forth. So it kind of put the stops on being, you know, doing so much production and remixes. So, but now I've got the new studio, and that restrictions have been lifted. I kind of went back to trying to do an old style DJ record, really, instead of starting with soft synths and things like that in the computer, actually starting with a load of samples. So spent a few months like going through loads of CDs and gathering all sorts of bits and pieces from all different places, you know, being a bit of a magpie, and then started with all those and almost overcompensated. I had too many ideas, really, and so it was a case of trying to pull it back and trying to keep it simple, you know, which, you know, you can very easily overcomplicate dance music. And so I've been working on that a little bit before Christmas. Road tested a few things. Still got a few nips and tucks to do, but I'm quite pleased. You know, I've got trying to do one mix that's kind of more anthemic, and another one that's a bit cooler and dubbier and trippier.